Have you ever started a new Minecraft world, all hyped up and ready to build and decorate and create your perfect home? Your motivation is at an all-time high, but as soon as you start, you have no idea what to build. So you get stuck with something looking like this, or this, or even this. My name is SweetUniverse, and today I'm going to be giving you a few tips on how to make your Minecraft world more aesthetic. Let's go! Tip number 1. Have a main goal for your world, and maybe even do a little bit of planning beforehand. I find that it's always good to have a goal to strive towards, and that way you're not going to be running around collecting random items and wasting your own time. Of course, it's not wasting if you're having fun. When I started my single player survival world for my world tour video, I had a goal to finally kill the Ender Dragon, which I still haven't done yet, but don't worry about that. I made that goal so that I would spend more time in the world, rather than leaving after just 5 minutes because I was too scared Herobrine was going to haunt me. And that gave me the ability to actually build in the world for once. Your goal could be to create an epic empire with castles and moats and dragons, or it could be to create a lovely fairy village with mushroom houses and flower farms. Anything you want. Tip number 2. Have a common theme. Whether it be the specific type of aesthetic you choose, the biome you choose to build in, or even the type of wood you use, keep it all consistent. Of course, it's okay to have variety, but make sure that your choices don't juxtapose each other too much, too quickly, unless that's what you're going for. I tend to gravitate towards cottagecore or pastel type of themes, so I use a lot of oak planks and logs, mossy cobblestone, and pastel pink accessories. Another tip in the same category is to use colour palettes. I've had TikToks show up on my For You page with some really pretty block palettes that would definitely work for making your world more aesthetic. Tip number 3. Make a Pinterest board. There are so many other people who have made amazing creations and shared them just to help others. Go and make a Pinterest board, or just find images from Google and get inspired and have loads of ideas to add to your world. You can also make multiple different boards for different aesthetics that you want to use as well. I also just think using Pinterest is really fun. I like it a lot. Tip number 4. Use shaders. I know almost nothing about other versions of Minecraft. I use Java, but I think the number one thing that can make your Minecraft world look more aesthetic is shaders. There's so many different types of shaders, and they all add just a magical element to the basic Minecraft scenery. I love being able to see the waves ripple in the water, or the golden sunlight stream through the flowing leaves of the forest, and watching all of the magical colours fade into the sky during sunrise and sunset. It's so worth it. I use Silver's vibrant shaders for anyone wondering. Tip number 5. Use a texture pack. I love a good texture pack, although it is quite hard choosing amongst the plethora of packs on the internet. I use a texture pack called Jacob's Fantasy, I hope I'm saying that right, for my fantasy build world series, and it just adds a little bit more detail that matches the vibe I'm going for in that world. There are all different types of texture packs. They go from realistic, pastel, plastic, cute, scary, dark, and surprising ones. Of course, you don't need a texture pack for it to be more aesthetic, but it can help, Tip number 6. Watch YouTube videos and tutorials. There are so many YouTubers out there who make beautiful videos and tutorials for you to watch and use. Don't worry about copying someone. If it's a tutorial, then it's there for you to learn from, and you can recreate the build with your own flair once you've learned the basics. Tip number 7. Add a story to your world. There's something magical about being able to tell a story just with your landscape. Walking past the clean, new, and lived-in homes, and tucked away over the hill is a city that's been burnt to the ground. You could have done this purposefully or created it as you played, but I think it's amazing to have meaning in your world. Of course, you can make a world purely for building, but I think story brings a whole new level to it. Tip number 8. Add small details. I just love it when there's small details in a world, like stone buttons acting as pebbles on a path or lanterns lighting your way through the dark, dripstone and amethyst crystals making a waterfall more realistic or mystical. Use depth in your buildings. Instead of having a flat box house, use some logs to make stabilizers for the roof or add a new floor to the house. Make your home a unique shape. Small details can make all the difference, especially when you're the one living in the world and walking from your eye level instead of having a bird's eye view and only seeing the big picture. Tip number 9. Terrain generations. One of the things I love the most about starting a new world is looking for interesting terrain generations. I especially love flower biomes in the hills, valleys, waterfalls, floating islands and lakes I can find while adventuring for a new land to settle down in. Making your home in an interesting terrain generation is such an awesome way to make your builds more unique. You could build a hobbit hole in the side of a hill, a castle on top of a mountain, or a boathouse on a river. The possibilities are endless. Tip number 10. Subscribe to SweetUniverse. I have a series based on making a fantasy world in creative that you are welcome to watch and use as inspiration for your own worlds. While I don't think that I'm very good at building, some people seem to enjoy seeing me build and create, so maybe you will too. And you can follow along and join in and even send me pictures of your builds on my Discord server. Link in the description. Ever since I posted about my world tour video, I've had so many positive comments and comments asking about how I made my world so aesthetic, so I decided to make this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was somewhat educational. Make sure to subscribe because I'll be continuing my survival world and my fantasy world series. I'm trying to have heaps of subscriber interactions, so if you watch them and comment on those videos, you have a chance to impact something that happens in them. Also make sure to join my Discord server. I'm planning a little secret competition over there, so go and get settled in before I announce it. And please, please, please send me screenshots of your Minecraft builds if any of mine have inspired you. I would love to see them. I hope you enjoyed the intro for this video especially, because my little brother helped me by putting on my Minecraft skin and acting as me while I was the camera. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye!